Good morning, Cool FM, live, coming to you from the studios here next to Little Caesars with a little bit of a panel of guests that we have not been able to see for a while. We love them when they come home. They love to come home and see their family. And without further ado, I want to introduce, if you guys don't remember, some fellow faces in the Benoit football program within the last 4 years. They've been out on their own doing their college thing. Jovoni, Borbon, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Sir. Glad you're here. And Isaac Benoit is home for the holidays, and they wanted to come on, and I asked them to come on. But you know, they always want to be able to have a chance to chat and see how things are going. They can share what's going on with their recent college things that are going on and in their careers and what they're doing with their degrees and all that. So we'll go ahead and start with Jovoni here, because we had a huge announcement this week. Jovoni, what do we want to share with the rest of the world?
Well, I just recently committed to University of Massachusetts in Amherst, Massachusetts, which is about an hour from Boston.
Sure.
My mom and I went on an official visit last Saturday. Loved the school. The coaching staff was amazing. Great opportunity to finish out my master's degree and play my last year of football in college. And so yeah, I mean, opportunity like that I couldn't walk away from, in a sense. You know, they gave me an option if I was going to come back and decide, but I mean, an opportunity, like I said, there's no walking away from an education and football for sure. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Now you have a bachelor's degree in what? You've already finished. You finished that at
Did my undergrad.
Methodist?
Yeah, did my undergrad at SMU and sports management law.
Okay.
Kind of unique, and then finish up my master's in business at UMass.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you know, Isaac, you were at Sioux Falls, University of Sioux Falls, for the last 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
4
now.
years.
Yeah.
And now, what's going on for you as far as, you were telling us off camera, you might be going somewhere different. So what's the status?
Yeah. So
What you can share, go ahead and share.
So yeah, I'm finish my undergrad at Sioux Falls this upcoming semester, and then I'm in the portal right now. So I'm looking to I got some coaches hit me up on Twitter or X, as we call it now.
Gotta love Mr.
Elon
changing
Musk.
things
That's how we
up.
got internet.
Starlink, thank you very much for that. Starlink, that's a beautiful thing. We're looking forward to seeing a lot of that in the near future.
But yeah, I got a couple coaches hitting me up from Cali. One in Wisconsin, and then my desire is just kind of stay close to home if that's possible. So I'm looking at New Mexico's too.
Okay.
So
Western New Mexico?
yeah.
Okay.
Western New Mexico or Eastern, whoever wants to.
Hey, you had teammates that played there before,
Yep,
so
exactly.
a lot of players that played already. Tim Jones
Yep.
played at Eastern, and Jacob Valdez played at Western New Mexico, and I think Nash Moore might have an offer right now at QB
really?
to play over at Western. We'll see. We'll have to get him on the show and get some updates.
He's an underrated quarterback,
Big
my
time.
man. I'm like,
Big time.
he's a
Unfortunately, he took over this young man's
that's
record
a hard
this
thing
last
to
year.
take
And
over.
you know, hats off to Nash Moore for doing some amazing work this year. This was what an amazing season. So, Jovoni, let's talk a little bit real quick about your transition, because he's not playing quarterback anymore. So let's talk about what transpired and how that whole process started where you're at now.
I mean, everyone, I think, other than coaching, I went junior college, played free safety, and as I was playing junior college, times were changing, and it wasn't working out in my favor. You know, we didn't have a long snapper at the time. I wasn't thinking too hard into the fact of snapping. To be honest, I didn't really even know the snapper, what the position was, or even in high school, like paying attention to it wasn't on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, playing quarterback is almost like snapping upside down.
Yeah.
Kind of clicked real fast. I snapped my second year of junior college. Started going to some camps. Got ranked pretty high. SMU offered me in May of my second year of junior college. I went straight to SMU, did the 2 years at SMU, like I said, and by that time I was fully, indulged in the whole snapping thing and taking it seriously, and that was my job from then on, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
That's such a specialized trait. When you talk about like special teams, is like there's nothing else.
Man, it's so unique. It's hard to speak to people that know about football. It's easy, but imagine environment and someone's asking you what position you play.
Yeah.
And you got a cool position like running back
or quarterback. Yeah.
And then it's like I'm long snapping, especially explaining it to a female. It's like what? It's like a long snapper. It's like is that a turtle or something?
Is that your mascot?
Yeah.
It's a long snap.
It's a unique position, but like you said, this was the most real pivot I think I ever could have made in my athletic career.
For sure.
Was to switch to long snapping. It was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, I could imagine if I started snapping in high school.
Well, maybe we threw you in there a couple times. We had to. If you can go out there and snap, he'll throw a ball back for a field goal.
If I was training longer, like maybe what. But I mean, I think everything happens for a reason. And the position I'm in now is I wouldn't be here without long snapping. The coaches I train with, special teams, Kyle Stelter, who's located in Wisconsin, flew out there to train. I mean, he trains the best of the best, all these NFL snappers, and it's just there's a science behind it. People don't understand there's a science behind snapping, behind kicking and punting, that your job is depending on perfection, and then error is minuscule.
Yeah.
You miss a kick, a snap, that's costing you the game, especially at the NFL level. I mean, you're getting cut or fired if mistakes and errors are happening.
Yeah, the ability to be precise is like the only thing that's like you have to be precise every single time, and like you're saying, like it's the end of your job if you can't be precise. Like they're talking about like putting the ball down in just the right spot, just so that, and like the rotation of the ball, you don't want to put it outside, you don't want to put it inside, and like where are the laces, and that's also the holder thing, but that's such a specialized trio of dudes, the kicker, the holder, and the snapper is like, it's almost like a different game altogether.
We were just talking about it yesterday. Isaac was catching some PAT snaps at the field the other day, and at UMass, I'm at 8 yards now. PAT snap is 8 yards. At McNeese, I was at 7.5. So I had my rotations down to 7.5 for it to perfectly be perfect laces, but now I'm at 8. So I'm 6 inches farther. So now I have to adjust a little bit of where I'm at, so I get perfect laces on every snap.
Right.
So
It's like adjusting your golf swing.
Well, so
making adjustments on hitting the ball. It's like, wow.
This might be
so precise.
Yeah, when I practiced it, and I'm not like you guys. I didn't do it in the game, but like we did the finger.
I was a long snapper in high school,
and we were like, I was trying to get it. Like it's such a hard thing to do, and you're talking about how many rotations, like you're saying. That ball spins at a certain speed for each snapper. So like you can get a guy that like a quarterback throws it and they get that ball whistling. That they throw it with so many revolutions per second, and that same math and that same science goes into that deep snapping, because you have to get like the laces actually matter, where the lace plays.
Speed. When I was up in Boston Masters the other day, we were on the official and the coach brought us in and we sat down and watched film, me and my mom and they had all my times and everything written down, like every speed of every one of my snaps through my whole year at McNeese.
Wow.
You pull it up on PFF, but they had every, from time to location to what you're graded. I mean, it's down to it.
So they're already looking at you for the draft. If you're talking PFF,
Yeah,
Pro Football Focus, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm on that all the time.
Yeah,
so
that's a good place to.
How exciting, Jovoni, to hear that you could be looking at the even better, the top level.
And that's what Isaac and I talk to all the time. The fact of football ending is obviously a reality, and where I'm smart enough to understand, we're both smart enough to understand that there's a plan B, and be prepared for. Set yourself up in different situations. But another thing I like most about UMass, they didn't speak to me in a sense of this was it. They spoke to me in a way of, no, you just got an all-American snapper that we just had here. You know, you're coming here to play at the next level.
Yeah.
You know, we'll put 15 pounds on you.
Yeah.
But there's 5'10", 220-pound snappers in the league. You know, there's no size range.
Right.
And now, almost NFL and college are moving to an athletic snapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I led the FCS in tackles this year for snappers. So it's like,
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Dude,
So-
that is the most important thing. That's like the highlight
He
of.
was mid-season All-American.
Dude, that's incredible. How many
I
tackles?
had 4 tackles on me. Yeah.
Oh my! I saw Winchester take a tackle, and I thought he wasn't getting up. I was like, "That's a punt return."
Yeah, see, this is different too, because in the league, they snap, which I'm going to be doing at UMass, but it's more snap and block,
Yeah.
and then get off.
Yeah.
So you get a returner that makes a move, and then you make a tackle. But at McNeese, I was snapping to the ball, so I was
You're
like,
full
I was
speed.
going down there fast all the way, right off
So
the snap.
they don't need an axe man. They just need the center.
Yeah.
They need the long snapper crushing dudes. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So let's hit up a little bit with Isaac over at Sioux Falls. You know, you had a fellow teammate from Buena join you up there and played Dominic. Hope you could be on the show someday. You need to get out here and hang out with us. But we understand you don't want to come out here. It's all good, you know. You need to be showing off for all the work you did, because you did a lot of good work for that O-line.
Plus, everybody in Cochise County is proud of you guys. Like,
Yeah,
anytime
man,
because you have no idea how much better ratings we get when, like, an athlete or any of you guys come on.
Yeah.
The community is so proud of you guys
Yeah.
coming in, like, doing all those great things in college football and standing on your own and being good, like, upstanding young men. That's like, we're so proud of you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So you had a new coaching staff come in recently within the last 2 years, and then you guys had a good run at the playoffs this year, from what I saw.
Yeah, we had a good regular season. It was, man, like, since me and Dom got there, we had to, like, really realize that, like, it's a job. It really is. Like, this how coaches feed the
It
families.
starts to turn into a business.
Yeah, so, like, it kind of smacked us when a whole coaching staff got fired. And
Mhm.
we're like, well, there goes our recruiting coach. There goes all the coaches that, promised us, what we're gonna have in the future.
Yeah.
Do we stay? We had a lot of guys leave. Some guys stayed, but yeah, that was a reality check. Just realizing, hey, things can be gone in an instant, and you gotta keep on that work ethic and still, continue to work hard regardless of the situation.
You almost have to fall back on what you learned in high school, what Coach Thomas and the other coaches staff want you to learn and understand about loyalty. And it's tough because you got to make decisions. You're like, wait a minute, this whole staff is gone.
Yeah.
Do I need to stay here or do I need to move on? It's like, do I need to? But at the same time, it's like, no, I was never told to just leave when something gets a little awry.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There's like,
but
you gotta,
now the way college football is right now with the NIL and
Yeah.
transfers,
Yeah.
way different.
Yeah.
And I think they need to get a little bit more regulation on some things.
Mhm.
But we'll see that happen, I'm sure. But
But the cool thing
But
is,
yeah,
like,
they're
he's
fun-
coming home. Like,
Yeah.
dude, that couldn't have happened, 5-10 years ago. There was no transfer portal. People were stuck. Like, it was like, I hate saying the word, but like indentured servitude. Like, it's like you're stuck
No,
there.
you were,
and you're
yeah.
like, yeah. I
you
mean,
were stuck.
yeah, and then the next coach comes in, the guy might be a dummy, or maybe you get like a Saban, but the chances are it's someone that you're not very familiar with, and they're not familiar with like senior recruiting tape or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the transfer? Is it a positive for you, or is it something that kind of, where do you fall on that?
So I'll say it's more of it's a learning experience for sure, because I mean Gio's been through the transfer portal like twice now, so this is my first time. So like it's kind of like, because when it was kind of different for Gio when he got recruited out of high school, but when I got recruited out of high school, COVID was happening.
Oh
Mhm.
man,
So I was like
going to schools is
yeah, and I had to like put myself out there repeatedly, constantly, like texting coaches every single day and how like So like it's kind of the same thing. Like it's ridiculous.
It's like restarting the recruiting.
Yeah, it's like starting up a business again.
Yeah, of course.
Because
I like that.
it's like, man, like you're trying to get your name out there.
You're the
trying
business.
Yeah, you're trying to promote yourself like 24/7. So it's I wouldn't say it's been a bad ride because right where I'm at right now, like I said, it's kind of different with Gio. He wanted to be, going to a different school. When the second semester
You
started.
didn't like Louisiana?
I did.
Sorry, I had to go there. I went to college in Mississippi, so I wanted to ask. I had to ask that question because I know he was gonna have some things to share with
Man,
you.
yeah.
How much fish have you eaten?
A lot.
About 20 pounds, 25 pounds? Yeah.
His whole left leg is crossed.
Yeah.
We're the other side's alligator.
Yeah.
Elogator here and there.
We were eating for sure.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
But I'm sure that was, go back to Isaac, I hope that wherever your offer, the best offer is, I know you're going to go with it. And I'm sure you're going to land somewhere within the next couple weeks. I know you're going to stick it out with USF and finish your degree. That's good. I love to hear that. What's your degree in right now?
Media studies, so kind of what you guys are doing.
Ah.
Well, we got a job for
So-
you.
Come back
You
to
don't
Cool
wanna-
FM if he goes home.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Get him-
we've
get
been
him on the-
getting some
get him on the
talented
roster.
people out here,
Yeah.
so.
Like the biggest thing I told myself,
Podcast, John.
Yeah, podcast, yeah.
Here we go.
That's one of the biggest things I want to do. Coming out of school and everying.
That's
Just,
the way to do it.
Just connect with people. Like this is a great way to connect with people and understand others. Get to learn, what they've been through and, understand what their motives, their goals are. So yeah, I take a huge interest of, doing podcasts and everything. And I did a couple for my school already, but
Nice.
yeah, like you were saying, yeah.
Little
I'm
Pat
just-
McAfee show?
Oh.
Yeah, but the biggest thing right now is just stay patient. Man, because we have another friend. I'm not sure if you know Ian Wagner.
I remember.
He almost came to Boina
There's a kicker.
for a kicker. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember Ian.
But we had not better, but Kaylee Peters. Shout out.
Heck yeah, Kaylee. Shoot.
But-
First girl to ever get an extra point and field goal at Buena.
Yeah.
Really?
Probably only.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll ever happen again. Because now we have flag football now. in
Oh,
the state of
dude, those
Arizona.
girls are actually.
And our girls, if they wouldn't have been all away from that playoff
All
game.
their star players just like
They
did
didn't
other
go.
sports. They're like, okay, one's gonna go play softball and her
But they
the
understand.
starting quarterback. I'm like,
I understand the commitment now, so
Yeah.
they're like, we're gonna be at
I
every
think it's
game
cool
and
that
every
they do
practice.
that. But I will say, if they had that my year, class of 2020 with
Oh,
the girls we had,
gosh, yeah.
we would
Yeah,
win.
yes.
We talked about that
Some
the other
mean
day.
girls.
My class of 2020 was, our girls were crazy.
Yeah.
And the guys were good.
Yeah.
We were,
The
man,
powder puff game, man.
we had some athletes. bro.
That was a game that year.
Like, what? We had some athletes.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a Powder Puff game anymore. They got their own league now, so we're happy. We covered quite a bit of their
Yeah.
games late in the season because we couldn't get them. We were trying to cover. Me and John were trying to cover all of the point everything, doing all our football games. But so you guys, you're here till about the 10th or so, and then you're gonna head
around
down
there.
and
I still
pack
gotta go
up and
back
roll.
Hit my apartment in Louisiana, packing my stuff, and then head up north.
Wow,
So,
that's busy.
Turn around.
Oh my gosh.
now, mom, how's mom feeling about he being all the way on the East Coast?
She was like, "You couldn't have went further."
I ran into her the other day at Walmart and she was like, Coach, you couldn't have went any further away? I was like, I know, right?
I was talking to San Jose State. I really thought was going to offer me.
Ooh.
TCU had hit me up, and Baylor, and I was like, yeah, I can stay in Texas. And
We
then-
were pulling for Arizona because their long snappers
too.
leaving. It's like, get him right
That's what I was
now.
thinking. I was
The Wildcats
hitting them
need a
up,
snapper.
crazy, but they weren't. So respect to them. But and then the UMass thing came. I'm like, hey, Mom, they want to fly us out tomorrow. And they're not flying you out on a OV to just have you there. They're gonna offer you a full ride. And so I'm like, Mom, we're about to be far. So yeah, it was cool though, and it's only for a year.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's a year of straight just tunnel vision and grinding again. But
I'm gonna ask you guys both an off subject, kind of off subject. What's your second favorite sport?
Man,
What's the one you watch?
So the thing is that football is my second favorite sport.
Oh shoot! Okay, what's your favorite?
Basketball was.
Okay.
But I didn't get the height that I wanted. And I got the muscle mass that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
So football kind of just gravitated towards me when high school started and everything. But
Point guard or shooting guard?
they kind of had me everywhere. I had the bounce and I had the athleticism and the strength. So sometimes I was playing the fifth.
Hey,
That
I
was the
like,
last year of Glasgow.
I don't think his last year of Glasgow's last year was, I think, after we graduated. Well, after I graduated, I think.
I couldn't remember because he was.
Or the
It
senior
was,
year.
Yeah, it would have been
My
my
senior
senior
year.
or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So Barkley is only like 6'4". Like I tell people all the time, he
Yeah.
played power forward as a 6,
Mhm.
but he had hops and he was so crazy strong. He was shorter than like Clyde Drexler.
Yeah.
Clyde was 6'6".
Yeah.
Jordan was 6'6". I mean, he's smaller than everybody, but he was so sticking strong and he had the hops. Like
Yeah.
the reality is like, I mean, you do have to have some kind of height, but oh man,
If you can make up for it from your athleticism
and skill, like boxing out is an absolute skill.
Oh, yeah.
And like short dudes, when they can get good at it, I'm like, oh, you're gonna just break kids' legs. Like,
Yeah.
that's great. So, what's your second favorite sport?
I don't know if I would have to say it's like a definite second. I wrestled in high school.
Okay.
And I played baseball.
Oh,
Ran a little
nice.
bit of track.
Dude, then you're kind of the perfect combo. They always say like wrestlers and baseball players are fit for
Yeah.
football. That's like you raise them up doing those.
The thing about baseball is I feel like I always kind of had an arm.
Yeah.
So I could always throw pretty hard and far.
Okay.
But then wrestling, man, it was just something that I did and kind of fell in love with in a sense. I
Yeah.
learned a lot. Went to state my senior year.
No kidding.
So did pretty well in wrestling. But something's like riding a bike, you never forget.
Mhm.
I always joke with Isaac all the time, like, man, if we're out or something happens, like I'm going straight wrestling mode.
Heck yeah.
Because it's something
Right?
you just never forget.
You see the street fights and you see a wrestler versus anybody
Yeah,
else,
you
and
need
you're
to
like,
walk
that
away.
guy just grabbed that guy's leg and just slammed him in the.
If
I'm
you
like,
see a wrestler and you're in a situation, you need to walk away
Mhm.
because you're about to get.
it's a lot of leverage.
Yeah,
It does not feel good.
And I'm talking, if he's 120, or 220, you still
Yeah.
need to walk away.
Oh, for sure.
Because these dudes are, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I've got.
wrestling was good. I enjoyed baseball, but football's always been my passion.
What do you watch when you're watching TV?
Probably just college football.
Okay.
I never really watched
You're
a lot of NFL.
all football, all
Also,
football.
A lot of NFL, but yeah, I mean, college football, or I'll throw some random on.
Okay.
Some Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
I love Johnny Manziel.
He was so ridiculous.
Yeah,
He was fun to watch, but man, can you imagine a guy that just like never looks at the playbook? He's like, this looks good. I
Just-
think I'm
just
handing
not
off
scared.
here.
Imagine him just looking at the NIL right now.
Oh
Just
my
like,
gosh,
he's
he was-
probably screaming at the screen.
This would be his third team, and he'd probably have 15 million per.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
oh man.
But, yeah.
So,
So
we want to
let's
talk
a little
college.
bit. Let's talk about some quick
Yeah.
picks because
Yeah.
we need to get these guys on the road.
Yeah.
They're going to the Arizona Bowl today.
So upcoming right now, the UConn is playing in the Fenway Bowl. UConn is
last
up
year.
10-6 on North Carolina. After that is the Pinstripe Bowl, Boston College versus Nebraska. That could be kind of fun. Like,
Rail, I might go off in that game.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
I hope he
really want to
does.
see what Rayola does. He's
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a bad dude.
Yeah.
Formerly Chandler High School.
TCU,
quarterback.
Louisiana. So that's enough. That doesn't look like as
TCU
great of a
does.
game. Yeah, it looks like TCU's gonna
Yeah,
smoke them.
TCU, yeah.
But Miami and Iowa State today, so that's the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Oh yeah.
But I think I'm gonna take in that bowl game. I'm taking Miami, of course.
I'm going Iowa State.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
quarterback.
I'm
my
gonna have to go
quarterback's
Iowa State.
No, Ward. Yeah, well, Ward is a.
No, I'm talking about the kid from Iowa
Well,
State.
yeah.
I know, but Ward is so good.
I know he is, but
The snapper at Ohio State's one of my good friends, John Furlman, and I
Okay.
trained with him in junior college.
Okay.
And he's a starting long snapper at Ohio State. But yeah, Cam Ward played at UIW, which is in the SLC,
Uh-huh.
and it's in the same conference as McNeese. And Cam Ward started at UIW.
So all these guys are coming from smaller schools. I love that so much. That I mean, when we talked about when I was a kid, and we talked about trying to get to the pros, there was only a big school. That was the only step you could.
And that's the thing. Now, not to jump back to the football talk, but the whole thing of like, oh, Jill, you know, you school to school, and it wasn't the fact of like I was leaving the school because like I just wanted to. It was always the opportunity that I was trying to put myself in.
Business
Better the
decisions.
opportunity.
And you're gonna see more of that with, you know, guys going to smaller schools, especially with
Yes.
JUCO.
Yes.
You know, new thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear all the
100%
details on that, but I know there's something about
Yeah,
they're no longer
You
taking
can go
years
junior
away.
college and your
I've
eligibility
been-
doesn't count.
You're gonna have a lot of guys going JUCO.
You're gonna have 26-year-old
Yeah.
rookies in the NFL, and
Yeah.
I don't
Bo
have a
Nix.
problem with that. I
The
kind
Bo
of like
Nixes.
it. The guys get mature, and then you like, even as like you guys, what are you, 22?
Yeah.
Okay, and
22,
you're,
23.
both you guys are 22. You guys still have a lot of muscle. You guys could, I mean, not that you haven't already, but like there's a lot of development, even though you like you're not growing
Oh,
vertically.
imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, imagine if that stud quarterback or lineman went junior college for 2 years and then put on another 20 pounds of muscle before he got to U of A. Yeah, I mean that kid's
Dude, he's an adult. He's no
Yeah.
longer the 18-year-old skinny kid like
Yeah.
Arch Manning or anything like that. You're
Mhm.
looking at an adult.
Exactly.
So that's I appreciate you saying that. We're gonna talk about Arizona Bowl. They don't have anybody from Arizona in it. Colorado
I
State
know,
versus
they should always
Miami.
do that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I like Colorado State there, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, Miami of Ohio's it's too close. I would probably take Colorado State in that
Colorado,
one.
yeah.
But East Carolina and North Carolina State, I'm taking
I'm
North
sure the
Carolina
halftime
State.
show's gonna be live.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
The Arizona Bowl.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be so crazy.
You know Snoop's gonna be up on stage doing something. Or,
Yeah.
BYU plays at 5:30.
That's gonna be a
BYU,
game.
yeah,
Yeah,
versus
that'll
Colorado,
be-
I'm
dude.
going
But-
BYU.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
I was
Travis,
gonna.
Travis is not playing.
What?
Yeah, that's why
He
I'm
said
going BYU.
he went on a podcast last night. He said he quit.
No.
He's done. He's not.
Why?
He said not for the draft.
Oh, well,
He's
I
done.
mean, he was.
That's why I'm going BYU.
I thought they had.
Sure.
He said. He
I
said.
get- I
He
I
said.
get you.
He
Now I
said
think
he
I
will
might be
not
with you.
play unless he gets $5 million.
Well, he's got the insurance though. Like
Well,
they've
the
got
Heisman
insurance
Trophy-
that pays out
but
like.
I'm sorry. This is just my personal opinion. You're a Heisman Trophy winner. You're amongst the greatest,
And you're in a bowl
and
game.
you're a quitter. What does that just show? What does that show the nation?
That's sad.
So sense of
Ashton Genty.
Huh?
I was Ashton Genty.
Exactly. That's what Ashton should have won the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That was my pick, and everybody else's pick across the country.
I also like his attitude. I like running backs. It's like they are so fired. Like
Oh, yeah.
those are quarterbacks have to be the toughest guy on the field just because they have to get up every time. But like a running back has to like break bones and keep walking.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're
There's
almost
something
up.
different in their heads.
Yeah.
To choose to want to do that every day.
I feel like I played running back and I had some. See the scar on my
Yeah.
forehead. I have a few dents and
They're
like.
crazy, man.
You have to be a different type of person.
I'm
One,
saying it's a
get hit.
different type of person, isn't it?
He looks like a
Isaac,
different kind of dude.
You know, firsthand.
Okay, so we got Army versus Louisiana in the Independence Bowl. I'm taking Army every day. They got the best
Army.
offensive line in college football. I didn't even know
Army's
they.
been doing.
They don't
crazy
pass.
this year.
They don't
I
pass.
know. How
Look
do
at
you
look
not?
at the other Academy won last night and beat
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
Navy. Oh my gosh,
Beat
that's something.
Oklahoma with stopping a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that
These
was.
games have been coming down to the wire
Huge.
too lately.
I honestly
The
like
whole
the
games
plan.
have been
Three
awesome to
overtimes.
see already.
I love everybody wants to talk smack about the college football playoff, and I'm like, I grew up in a time where people voted for the top team. They didn't get to play each other. Washington, my team, had to be voted in, like, and they didn't get number one. They were number one all year long. As 100 years ago. It was Miami versus Washington. Finally, Washington won the national championship. It was like 1991 and never ever since. But okay, Iowa versus Missouri, Music City Bowl.
I'm gonna
Missouri.
go with Hawkeyes.
Oh yeah, Iowa.
Iowa.
I'm
Might go
taking
Iowa.
Missouri.
We play. I'll play them next year. So
Oh man.
Yeah, they're playing Iowa. Oh, UMass.
at Iowa and
Jeez.
at Missouri.
Oh man, you're gonna be able to experience that.
Dude, Mizzou's.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So they do that thing after the first quarter. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know that they have this big children's hospital. at the Iowa,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all the cancer patient kids. They sitting up on like the 8th row or
Oh.
8th story,
Uh-huh.
and they
After the first quarter.
after the first quarter, everybody turns their phones on and waves at them.
Oh, that's-
the whole first after the first quarter.
Cool.
So
That's
you'll be
every
able to-
game?
Yeah,
They
at
do
home
that
game.
every game. I didn't know that.
So they'll be able to, Gio will be able to experience that. That'll be
That'd be
pretty cool to see. I hope you guys beat them too.
Alabama, Michigan.
Woo!
Alabama.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but they are mad
Yeah.
because they got left out of that.
Yeah.
I'm taking
12-team
Alabama,
thing,
and
so-
I'm taking Alabama by a lot. Like
Yeah, they're gonna
that's a
be mad.
13-point projection. And I'm like,
Jerome Moore's gonna be like, "What happened to me?"
who kicked the Hornets' nest? Man?
Yeah, right.
Washington, Louisville. I'm taking Washington. That's in the Sun Bowl.
Washington.
Right
South
down the
Carolina
road.
versus Illinois. That could be a really fun game
I'm going
too.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
The Beamer is back, man.
Penn State and Boise State in the.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
We can talk
CFP
about
coming
that
up.
this week,
that's-
later
yeah.
on, but
Well, that's coming up.
That's
We
on.
won't be able to talk about it until next week. So, who do you take?
I'm taking
I'm taking
Boise.
I'm taking Penn State.
Yeah, I'm taking Penn State.
Penn State has a little
Boise,
bit more
Boise.
depth in the backfield, but I like Ashton going off on
If-
it.
Oh my! I want
Ashton
I
Jackson to do it.
want.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want Boise State to win.
With him not winning the Heisman, I think he's gonna come out like.
You know what? I'm gonna
different-
change that.
Different.
Because you know what the gamblers always used to say when I was growing up? Always take Boise State in a playoff game, or always in a bowl game. They have like some kind of weird record. It's like 80%.
Yeah.
They've always got like Oklahoma when they beat Oklahoma State in that. Like, oh my God, that's crazy.
Think about that Boise State. If Penn State shuts down that run
Run.
Yeah.
it's
What
reps,
else?
yeah, it's reps.
Yeah, they do have that kind of defense. They could probably do it.
Yeah, and they got the studs everywhere. So
Texas versus Arizona State.
That's gonna be a good one.
Texas.
Texas.
I want Arizona
I
State.
wanted to say ASU,
I
but
do too.
Texas is just
Different
they're
caliber.
pretty good.
Dude, even their
Caliber.
backup quarterback could
Yeah,
smoke
Arch.
anybody.
Ooh, Brett.
They're gonna give him a run though.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna give him a hard
Ohio State versus Oregon. Guess who Las Vegas is taking?
Or Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm taking Oregon.
Oregon.
They're gonna
I'm
be
going with
pissed.
the Ducks.
That's crazy.
Just like you were saying last night, it's gonna be down to probably a former Pac-12 team that's gonna end
I-
up winning the
I
title.
think it's going to be
Either
Oregon
Oregon or-
versus Georgia in the championship. 1 versus 2.
Did you not see that they don't have a quarterback?
Oh yeah, but the backup isn't that bad
He's
either.
not good though.
Notre Dame versus Georgia.
Notre Dame.
Do you?
Yes. The running game. And they'll keep clock management going.
And they
that
probably have
is
the better
true.
quarterback. I almost always go with a better quarterback unless there's something.
Games you
wrong.
don't bet
It's
on.
kind
right
of
here.
hard. It's kind of hard
These
to
are the
count
games you
Georgia
don't
out.
bet on.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's just like I want to see Notre Dame end up with an upset.
I'm taking Georgia. I want
Beat
Notre
the
Dame to
Dogs.
win.
I'll say Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm taking Georgia, but that's just because I like to be right rather than.
Ah.
I don't
It's
go.
It's
I don't
really
go
hard
with my
to
heart.
go against Georgia though.
True.
But Notre
It
Dame,
is.
yeah, they can.
Okay, pros. We got a few minutes left. We got the Chargers versus the Patriots today.
Today, oh,
Yeah, we got 3
Chargers.
games today.
Chargers.
Chargers. Yeah, I'm taking Chargers. Broncos, Bengals.
I'm going Bengals. That's my team.
You got the Bengals. I just
That's
like
my
Joe
team.
Burrow.
I love Joe Burrow,
That's
but
my
man,
team.
I'm telling you, I think Nick's I think he's the best
Where?
rookie quarterback.
Cincy or Denver?
It's in Cincy.
No, I'm going with the Bengals.
And the Bengals are projected to win this one. I'm
Joe's
taking
gonna
Denver
play
though.
at home
I
good
think
to-
I think it's
Joe
gonna.
Burrow.
I think Denver and the Chargers and the Chiefs all make the playoffs.
if Denver wins.
Yeah,
Today.
I think they win. I think they
we'll
win.
see.
And then the Cardinals versus Rams.
I want Cardinals because I want them to upset.
The Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals. I actually believe that they're gonna win this one.
I want
It's-
them.
it's
I want
in-
them to shut them off
I'm going
because
Rams. I had like 3 guys from the Cardinals on my fantasy team. And they're all pissed.
Yeah, fantasy wise,
Yeah,
the
McBride,
Cardinals were.
the tight end.
I did have him, and I had Kyler Murray and James Conner, and
Yeah,
no.
not good.
James
years.
Conner needs a back. He needs a backup. That's what they need to go get
They
in the draft.
needed-
Dude.
Every
Need
pro
one
team
more,
should
one or
have
two
2
linemen,
running
and they need to
backs.
get
He
another
can
running
be
back.
good, man. It's just he can't do it all.
Yeah.
Who do you have?
You go with Cardinals.
Okay. Okay, Buccaneers, Panthers.
You know where I'm going.
Okay,
You're not
we
gonna
got-
say nothing to me.
I'm taking Buccaneers.
Buccaneers,
That's
I
gonna
mean,
be a
We do have.
that's a division game.
And did you see who we picked up off waivers?
I did
Shaq
see
Barrett.
Shaq Barrett. They get the linebacker back. Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
so linebacker at DN, edge.
Yeah, he had 19 sacks just like 3 years ago.
Yeah, he retired instead of going to the Dolphins.
Well, he signed with
So
the
he's
Dolphins.
He's
Like,
coming
he was
out of
a free
retirement.
agent, and then he
He's coming out
retired.
of
But he
retirement.
was like, "I'm in Miami. I hate it here." He's
Yeah.
like, "I'm gonna retire rather than play for you guys." Ridiculous. But Cowboys, Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah,
all day.
Eagles. Oh,
CD's out, isn't
Yep, for the rest of the season.
he? Yeah. Eagles.
Isn't Saquon out? No, he's not out. Yeah, I'll take the Eagles. And if Saquon's playing, I'm taking the Eagles. Buffalo versus the Jets.
Bills.
Yeah.
Bills all day.
New Orleans versus Saints.
New Orleans who?
Saints versus Raiders. I'm sorry. He's reading it. I'm like, I'm not saying it.
I'll go Saints just because.
Yeah, it's at home for the Saints. So
Saints.
Saints.
I'm taking the Raiders. Colts versus Giants. The Giants at home.
Colts.
Colts.
I think I'm taking the Colts there too. Titans versus Jags. This is a 1 point projection.
Toilet bowl.
I know.
Oh,
They might as well
gosh.
not put
Something
any.
I don't want to pick on that one.
I don't want to get sick, so I'm not going to watch that.
I haven't been keeping up with the Jags. How have they been? Is Trevor
Lawrence injured.
Season-ending injury.
Yeah, and so the Titans have Levis, but he's been kind of like up and he's like kind of mediocre or way down. He's a good quarterback or he's like
I'm
terrible.
going with the Jags.
I go with the Titans.
It's Jags at home. I'm taking the Jags on this one.
Duval.
Dolphins and Browns. I'm taking the Dolphins. Okay.
Ooh.
That's Browns at home.
Browns.
It's gonna be
Browns.
cold. Oh, actually,
Cold.
no. I'm taking.
Yeah, it was-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
Miami
cold
can't
right
play
now.
anything under 50 degrees. It's the stupidest thing. Like, where did they go to college in cold? What's that?
You gotta get used to that cold weather.
It
You
took
gotta-
me 4 years to get used to it.
I'm gonna say you probably still not used to it.
Nope.
Come back to the desert.
Dude, snapping, because I'm not sure Gio ever told you this. I tried snapping for a little bit for my team because we didn't have a long snapper either. But doing it when it's cold is
The
impossible.
ball's like a rock.
Really?
It's impossible. So
I didn't realize that.
I
And
couldn't.
if there's a cold spell within the next couple of weeks, get a ball wet and then go out and start snapping. 'Cause
Yeah, no.
It's gonna be a
Just
rock.
put your
It's gonna be
hands
like a
on-
rock.
Put your hands on the heater and you run out there and snap.
That's how you do.
No, I didn't have a heater, man. It was just straight bricks. Wow.
This is like Rocky.
Yeah, right?
Like
Exactly.
Ivan Drago, and this is Rocky. This guy's just like he's like deep snapping rocks. He's like actually like river rocks.
If I had a tight spiral, it was a good day. But
That's fun.
Okay, Vikings at home, Packers.
Ooh.
Vikings.
Yeah, Minnesota.
I'm taking
For
the
sure.
Packers. No, not me. I don't trust the quarterback. I like him, Darnold, but I don't trust him versus like a clutch game.
We'll see.
Yeah, well,
Playoff.
exactly. This is
They're trying to get a higher seed.
I
They're both
love it.
trying to go for
They
a higher
played
seed.
earlier
so.
this year, didn't they?
Yeah, they're in the same division.
Vikings won.
I think
last
you're
time.
right. Yeah. And this time the Vikings are at home, and it's
Yeah.
indoors. So Vikings. I'm gonna take Green Bay just because I think their
It
quarterback's
was a close
better.
game last time.
Yeah.
It was a very close game. I'll still go Vikings.
Okay.
I might go Packers.
Yeah, Vikings.
Okay.
I'll go Packers with you, John.
Okay. Falcons and Commanders.
Going Commanders.
Commanders.
I don't think I've ever bet.
Let's go Redskins. Let's go Redskins.
I like Penix.
Redskins.
I'm
yeah.
taking Penix over.
Oh yeah, Penix is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my favorite quarterback. I like as a Washington Huskies fan, like he's my guy. I love that guy.
I have a guy a teammate that transferred up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Caleb DeBoer, he was a USF alumni where I go.
Yeah,
No
Caleb
kid.
was at
Yeah.
USF before he went to
Yeah, he
Didn't
played
realize that.
at my school and then
Washington.
started
Yeah.
coaching at Washington. Now he coaches at Alabama.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
He was at. I was gonna say he was at Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
Oh my
before
gosh.
He
That's
went
like
to UW.
it shows like football is all about getting your job done. Like if you want to
Build your
start,
career.
yeah, just start building. Niners versus Lions.
Lions. Detroit. Motor City.
It's in
I
San
want the
Francisco.
Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, you
I
do?
don't care about anything else. I want the
Okay.
Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl.
I think I'm taking Lions. Not, the Niners aren't playing for
If the Lions
anything.
go to the Super Bowl, the whole world is going for the Lions, except if you're a Chiefs fan.
I think I'm taking the Niners in this one. Kyle Shanahan is kind of a wild quarterback. He gets things done that I never predict.
Yeah.
Chiefs on Wednesday. We won't be back before then. Oh no, we already got that game done, and we've got all our games done. Okay, Monday Night Football, Lions versus. Yeah,
Yes, the Lions.
you're going Lions. I'll take the
Lions all day.
Niners. And then, is there any game? All the games next week are on Sunday, so we'll be able to do our show on time. So, that was the show. Is there anything you guys want to say to the Cochise County faithful that want to, these people love you, so.
Just appreciate all of y'all's support. We love y'all. We're gonna keep on representing. Me and Gio talk about it every single day, even if we're across states, everything. We're just like, man, like we'll never forget where we came from. Like we'll never forget the relationships that we made here, the people that build us up and continues to keep building us up, whether that's in different states or close contact. So yeah, we love you guys, and just stay in tune. We got something bigger for you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'll just piggyback off that. Yeah, thank you guys for having us on too. Yeah,
Oh,
appreciate it.
man.
That's the biggest thing. I love coming back and from playing on ESPN and in front of all these people and with the college and football, and the life and the pros that come along with it. I'd say the biggest thing is coming back and speaking to the kids, or if I'm doing a camp, or if a kid was texting me yesterday about learning how to long snap.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh,
Yeah.
everybody comes here to get long snappers. You could have like a whole camp.
Man, I'm thinking I got to start doing something, but it's just cool. People see it, people text me on Instagram all the time now. Parents are messaging me about, helping out the kid learn how to snap, or working with little Keo, but other than that, yeah, I appreciate you guys having us on.
Oh,
Of course,
man.
man.
God
Thanks for
bless you
taking-
both for
Thanks
coming
for taking
in.
a little bit of time out of your busy schedule.
Yeah.
And good luck having a good time up at the Arizona Bowl.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourselves up there, and
We'd like to thank Ed Morse and all of our sponsors, and we've got some upcoming stuff ourselves. We're going to be starting Golf League, so I mean, if you guys
lots
ever
of neat
want to
things
come back,
coming
we're going to have
down the pipeline.
We're going to have 4 tournaments every year, and this is breaking news. We're going to have 4 big tournaments, and
We'll
then we're
bring
going
you
to
some
have
more details as
Oh,
we get everything
dude,
laid out.
it's going to be, if you like golf, this is where you want to be. We're going to have like 3 weeks every month. We're going to be having golf, and Jared and I are going to be doing our show.
I'll be doing
from
the
that.
British accent if you guys catch on and you watch the show. I'll be the Gary McCord of Sierra
Gio?
Vista.
Gio would agree with me. If you would ask us what our third favorite sport is, we'll probably say golf.
All
Nice.
right. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Stuff.
Dude, I love
Yeah,
that.
yesterday we were hitting them into the houses.
Can you get it
Oh,
over
goodness.
the net?
Yeah, we tried, but it's not working.
I know a guy that played hockey, and the guy just smokes. I'm like, you should be a golfer. He's like, I just like to play around. He's like, bombing them over the net. That's like
Yeah.
350.
Yeah.
Well, Happy Gilmore right there.
Exactly. And he winds up from like way behind. He's like,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, blessings to you guys, and thank you so much, Jared. Thank you for coming
Appreciate it,
out,
Joe.
and we got this show going. We enjoy it so much, and thank you for all of our listeners and watchers. And
We'll be back on for a quick special on the field out in the field on January 2nd.
yeah,
We'll be coming to you live from Buena wrestling practice. So
dude,
be
and
expecting us to go live that afternoon.
we're gonna be doing a lot of wrestling in the near future.
So we'll be talking to Coach Williams and some of the wrestlers
Yeah.
that day and talking about the second half of the season. So
all that upcoming
appreciate you guys
stuff.
coming on. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Best of luck,
Merry
best
Christmas.
of
We
luck
just
in
had Christmas.
2025,
Happy
and
Yeah.
we'll see you guys soon. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thank you.